we are going to, our speaker is going to share about how to develop a success mindset. And tomorrow, Thursday night, same time, 7 p.m., we have invited one of USANA's Ruby director, Ann Bumiltak, and she's going to share with you how to develop a growth mindset. Ayan, napaka-importanteng bagay nito sa ating USANA business, no? So I hope you stand by and learn from our speaker hanggang mamayang gabi at hanggang bukas. All right. So before we start, let me just introduce myself pala. Hindi pa po ako nakapag-introduce. My name is Michelle Arcansalin. I am your sales manager, for USANA Philippines, which is I'm based in Davao City office. So good evening to everyone. Let me just ask, sa ating chat group, kailangan kong marinig or makita sa ating chat group kung nasaang parte kayo ng mundo ngayon. Nasa Pilipinas ba? Overseas ba? Ayan, Tokyo. Hello, Dwight. Good evening. Ang bilis mag-type ni Dwight. So we have from London, Dumaguete. We have from Davao. Hello, Australia, Qatar. So it is very obvious, na talagang our online business series is already global. Meron pang taga-Italy, Kuwait, ayan, Manila, Isabela. So good evening, everyone. Before we proceed to our training proper this evening, let me just share with you some announcement, very important announcement. So tomorrow, this is the second series for our 2021 Sustaining Momentum. Okay, so we will have another round of Sustaining Momentum series tomorrow. Ayan, so wait lang ha, okay. Tomorrow, that's going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, March 18. So you have here your meeting ID and passcode. So this is exclusive, This is an exclusive training to all, builders and above. Okay, if you're a builder and above, rank in USANA, please do join us tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Of course, we are going to discuss napaka-basic, ng mga topics natin, yet they are the most important things that we have to learn when we are doing the USANA business. So for tomorrow, we will be sharing with you, or our speakers will be sharing with you, the effective presentation skills. Now, very important, lahat tayo nagpe-present, sa ating mga prospects, sa ating mga business partners. This is really one very important tool that we really have to learn. Of course, siguro marunong na tayong mag-present, but then again, baka meron pa tayong pwedeng ma-improve sa ating presentation through this training. Of course, our guests, our diamond speakers for tomorrow. First, we will have Rosan Recalde, our executive 2-star diamond director. Okay, siya yung ating unang speaker, and then it will be followed, and it will be followed by RV Villanueva, isa sa mga bagong diamond directors ng USANA Philippines. RV will also talk about the application, the application or the practical application on how to have an effective presentation or how to present, Napaka-importante. So this is a very interesting topic for tomorrow. I hope you join us also through our FB Live, yung ating Sustaining Momentum na FB Live. Ayan. So if you haven't joined that closed FB group, very private yun kasi yung ating mga trainings nandun. Please do join that Sustaining Momentum na ating Facebook na group. Okay? For you to have access sa mga trainings natin if you will not be able to join our Zoom meeting tomorrow. Next is that we are going to have we're going to have the League of Champion Huddle, Isa ito sa mga current recognition or contests ng USANA Philippines, So I hope you will be a part of this huddle. This is going to be on March 19, Friday at 2 p.m. So this is we are inviting silver directors and above, silver directors and above to join us, if you really want to learn how are you going to qualify for the League of Champions in 2021. Syempre, kailangan makuha natin itong recognition na ito because this is para sa mga na magagaling, no? Na magagaling na mga associates natin. So we will be explaining in details the mechanics and how are you going to qualify or how are you going to get the League of Champion title for 2021. So that's on Friday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Next is that one of the very most exciting part, no, incentive trip. So we are currently on our 11th week, no, last 11 weeks to qualify for the Leadership Summit in Maldives. But before that, please watch this. Yan. So very exciting, no, our ongoing Leadership Summit, which is going to be on in Maldives in 2021. So the recognition cut-off, no, we are on our last 11 weeks. All right? Ayan, imumit lang natin yung mga, ayan. So we would like to request, no, before we proceed, may I request our participants in this call to please switch off your microphone and your cameras as well para hindi natin disrupt yung ating speaker for this afternoon, for this evening, para tuloy-tuloy tayo. Ayan. Next, no, we are inviting everyone to register for our Asia Pacific virtual convention. This will happen on April 23 hanggang April 24. So this is the registration is now open, and we would like to invite you, no, to register. You can register. This is for free. Yung general access is for free, but no, you can also register via VIP access, which is $29.95. Now, anong magiging difference nun? You will have access sa mga very exclusive trainings or talks. No, you will have a live chat with our speakers, most especially if you know. Isa sa mga guests, no, for the Asia Pacific Convention is Jay Shetty. Ayan. So, we will have a VIP live group chat with him. And of course, VIP one-on-one with Dr. Wentz. Ayan. Meron din tayong home office tour. So, that's only for the VIP access. So, if I were you, please register now, no, sa VIP access para makuha or you can access lahat ng mga exclusive trainings and chat group with our special guests. Of course, you have to you can register via the hub, no? Meron po tayong link na para hindi na po kayo mahirapan. Meron tayong link, and I believe we've already sent all the links, no, sa ating mga chat groups. So you will have access for 30 days, no, if you register sa VIP. Ayan. So next is that, no, this is very exciting. It was already na-announce natin then that we are going to have an hybrid event, no, on June 13 in 2021. So ano tong hybrid event, no? I-explain ko lang yung hybrid event. So all those who rank advanced to gold and up will have an access to a VIP event ticket. Meaning you will be recognized live, no, at Okada, Manila. Of course, hindi mawawala yung ating online convention. But if you rank advanced, no, ang ating recognition cut-off January 20 hanggang June 4. If you rank advanced to gold and up, definitely, no, mai-experience na natin ulit yung live, no, na recognition. So this is for gold directors and above who rank advanced from January 20 hanggang June 4. So watch out for more details, no? In the coming weeks and in the coming days. So this is very exciting. Ayan. So let me just our current incentive program ngayon is the Team Up Step Up Travel Incentive in 2022, which is in Bali, Indonesia. So the objective really of this incentive trip, iraran through ko lang, is for us to bring more people to USANA, no? Since this is a people business, we have to bring more people for us to be successful in our USANA business. And of course, if we have more people, we create team momentum. So, syempre, kapag may team momentum, lahat yan, no, ganadong magtrabaho. Lahat yan ganadong qualify sa contest na ito. And of course, hindi ka po pwede, you will not be able to be successful or to be qualified to this incentive trip kapag walang teamwork. So this will also develop teamwork in your respective organization. Syempre, dapat if you want to qualify for the Bali, Indonesia trip next year, you have to have teamwork in your organization. Tulong-tulong because you will not qualify naman kapag ikaw lang mag-isa, walang tutulong sa'yo. Syempre, meron kang mga direct sponsors who will help you, and then your direct sponsors will also have direct sponsors who will help them to qualify for this incentive trip. Ayan. So, definitely, itong incentive trip na ito, most especially dun para sa mga bagong associates natin or business partners, will definitely be will set the pace, no? Mag-uumpisa dito yung ating culture, mag-uumpisa dito yung ating attitude towards our work. And yung incentive trip is only going to be the icing on the cake. Kapag successful ka, you will get an incentive, a free incentive trip to Bali, Indonesia. Of course, we have also 3 periods, no? We are currently on our period 1, February 12 to May 14. Period 2, will start on May 21 hanggang August 13. And period 3, we will have August 20 to November 12. So, we have simplified, the qualifications. We have trip for 2, 4, and 6. Okay? If you want to get the level 2, the level 1 prize, 4,500 sales volume points. You have to generate that in 2 periods. Okay? Diba we have 3 periods? So, you have to generate 4,500 sales volume points in 2 periods, or you have an option to get 9,000 sales volume points in 1 period. And of course, if you want the level 2, which is trip for 4, isang 9,000 sales volume points, isang 9,000 sales volume points in 1 period, and dun sa dalawang period, 4, 5 each. And of course, meron tayong another option, 9,000 sales volume points in 2 periods. And if you want to bring along 5 of your friends, ikaw at kasama yung 5 friends mo or 5 family members, you get 9,000 sales volume points each in every period. Okay? So as an additional requirement, you have to get at least 4 new associates who activated a business center. Okay? Minimum lang yung 4. You can have 5, you can have 10, you can have 15, or as many as you can. Okay? And if your goal is the 4,500, one of your direct sponsor should rank advanced to sharer during each period. Okay? Each period. And if your goal is 9,000 sales volume points, dalawa doon, minimum, should rank advanced to sharer. So, for more details of our Team Up Step Up, it's available po sa Hub. And it is very important that you opt in today. Ayan. So, opt in na. Okay? Moving on. Marami na yata akong nasabi. Ayan. So, moving on to our main the main event for this evening. So we are going to our speaker will share with you how to develop a success mindset as part of this week's online business series. It's all about mindset. So let me just introduce our speaker for tonight. Our speaker for tonight, is an Emerald Director of USANA Philippines. She and her partner has been to a lot, a lot of incentive trips, AP Growth, Leadership Summit, nag-qualify na sila doon. And they were recognized, they have been recognized, in USANA Philippines top in rank, okay? Lahat ng quarters. And of course, they have been very consistent, USANA Philippines top 50 growth, Marami silang trimestral growth na nag-qualify. Maraming taon silang nag-qualify for the Philippine trimestral growth. And of course, they qualify to the Asia Pacific Growth Incentive Trip in Sri Lanka. And of course, dahil napakaganda ng ating speaker for this evening, she is also one of USANA Philippines Tel Aviv Brand Ambassador. Guys, let us all welcome our speaker for tonight, Emerald Director Clarissa Orsos. Hi,
Wow.
Cla.
Hi, thank you, Ma'am Michelle. Grabe, ang introduction ni Ma'am Michelle. Tama nga, mahaba nga. And grabe, I'm so excited to talk tonight. Excited din ba kayo, kagaya ko? Kayo lang yata yung excited. Alright, if you're excited and ready, can you type yes? Alright, yan. Yun, grabe. So, buti pa kayo excited. Ako excited din. Pero, syempre, just like most of the speakers din, no, kahit ilang beses ka nang magtutok, ilang beses, parang halos everyday may kausap ka. Pero andyan pa din yung feeling na minsan, andun pa din yung feeling na parang, ready ba ako? Parang, di ba? But, syempre, ang topic natin tonight is how to develop a success mindset. Ang una ko munang mindset, sarili ko. Alright? So, kailangan successful ang talk natin tonight. Alright? And I would like to know before I start, no, bago ako magpakilala and of course discuss to you some of the practical tips that I can share to you paano ma-develop yung success mindset natin. I would like to know sino ba dito yung mga weeks pa lang in the business. Yan, maybe you just sign up siguro a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe first 2 months mo na lang in the business. Yan, madami din. Alright. Pero sino naman dito ang 1 year, 2 months to 1 year na in Usana? 2 months to 1 year na in the business. Can you type me? Alright. Yun, madami. Meron ba ditong more than a year na in the business? Can you type year? Can you type year if more than 1 year ka na in the business? Yun, madami din. It's really nice to see people na bago that you're attending trainings like this. Kasi syempre, when you are new in a business, lalo na for a person like me, na first time kong magnegosyo talaga, I wasn't really involved in any form of business prior to Usana. Very important to attend trainings. Why? Because dito talaga, na-form din ang mindset natin and on how to really be successful. Paano natin shift from the, of course, yesterday we had a really good speaker, Mentor Ranel Blanco, one of my idols talaga, and one of the people I really look up in this business and in this industry. So ang topic niya was how to develop an entrepreneurial mindset. Sabi ko, nakaka-relate ako doon kasi syempre, when I joined Usana, I haven't had any entrepreneurial experience. So, wala akong na-try na negosyo, no? Alright. And syempre, yung topic natin tonight is how to develop a success mindset. So, now, as I start, no, we'll have to understand, bakit ba important ang mindset in this type of business. Actually, in everyday life, hindi lang sa negosyo, hindi lang sa Usana, even in our personal lives, very important talaga ang mindset. Do you agree? So, bakit? Kasi our mindset will dictate everything. Everything, lahat ng ginagawa natin, everything, lahat ng possible na mangyayari pa sa atin, ang magdidictate doon is how we think of things. And tonight, magpo-focus ako on how to develop success mindset. But as I start, I would like to, yan, pwede na ako mag-share ng screen. Can you see my screen ba? Yan. All right. You can see. Thank you. Yan. So, ang topic natin is how to develop a success mindset. And tonight, madami tayong matututunan na more on practicalities lang. Maybe some of you will say na parang very basic and very simple ang topic natin tonight. Because technically, developing success mindset, ayaw natin gawing komplikado naman talaga. As much as we want, gusto natin the simpler, paano natin gawin to para at least, diba, the sooner din natin ma-develop yung sarili natin into the idea na pwede talaga tayong maging successful in this business. Pero as I start, I would like to ask you this question and you can also answer in the chat box. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, naniniwala ba kayo na kaya nyo maging successful in this business? Naniniwala ka ba na kayang mag-gold director, mag-ruby director, mag-emerald director, mag-diamond, mag-MDC, mag-star diamonds? Because it has to start with that. Alright? Sabi nila, this is a business that you have to convince other people. Diba? Pero sa totoo lang, una mong kukumbinsihin dito, hindi naman ibang tao. In fact, mahirapan kang i-convince yung ibang tao kung ikaw mismo hindi ka naniniwala. Tama ba? Alright? So, ngayon, bago sa yung training proper natin, magpapakilala ako, who am I ba prior to Usana? Kasi unlike most people, there are some people na when they join Usana, prior to Usana, they already have the mindset of success. Alam mo, there are people na parang in their own fields, in their own careers, nasa point sila na iniisip nila, kahit saan ako ilagay, kaya kong maging successful. But there are also some entrepreneurs, there are also some associates like you din and me, na parang dito pa tayo talaga nahuhon, dito pa talaga tayo na-develop yung mindset natin na kaya natin maging successful. And it will take a while for some people to develop this. Kaya we really appreciate the efforts of our uplines, our mentors, our coaches, yung kanya-kanyang team natin, and of course, Usana Corporate, na kumbaga hindi naman nila kailangan gawin ito, pero they make sure talaga na every single day they conduct trainings, magpa-facilitate sila ng hindi ganun kadali to facilitate activities like this. Yan na of course to make sure that we are all growing not just in skills but also in how we think about our business and of course about success. So, sino ba si Clarissa prior to Usana? So, a lot of people, walang idea talaga kung sino ba ako prior to Usana. They just know me as a Celavi Brand Ambassador, Emerald Director, minsan nagtotok yan, mga ganun lang. So, pero prior to Usana, who am I ba? So, ayan, nabilang po ako sa grupo ng mga taong na-convince sa kursong ito. Nurse po ako by profession. Meron bang mga nurses in the house? Meron ba? Can you type 1 if you're a nurse or a medical professional? Yan. I think marami tayong mga nurses. Yan. Pero hindi po nursing ang unang course that I took up. So yung pinakagusto ko sana talaga maging is maging accountant. Why? Because yung father ko, who is, syempre, somebody I really look up to, is an accountant. So sabi ko, parang gusto kong maging kagaya ng tatay ko, maging accountant din. Yung paupo-upo lang sa table, pa-compute-compute, ganon. Kaya lang, syempre, at that time, yung dad ko, he owns an accountancy firm. Ang sabi niya, nak, huwag ka nang mag-accountancy. Sabi ko, bakit naman? Naka 1 year na ako, magsa-second year na ako. Sabi niya sa akin, ay wag, kasi forever kang magbibilang ng pera na kailanman hindi magiging sa'yo. O, di ba? Sabi sa akin ng tatay ko yun. Sabi ko, so anong kailangan kong gawin? Sabi niya, kailangan mag-nursing ka kasi dollars yung income. Ayan. Meron bang sinabihan ng ganon? Baka isa yung tatay natin. Alright, so sinabi na ko ng gano'n ng tatay ko. Ako naman, since papa's girl ako and I really look up to my dad, sabi ko, sige, kahit na sinabi ko na nung simula na magpupulis na lang ako, wag lang talaga akong mag-nurse, pero na-convince niya ako. And dito ko na-realize na if ikaw talaga naka-mindset ka na kahit hindi mo gusto yung ginagawa mo, pero gusto mong maging successful in anything, in that particular area, in that particular field, kaya mong gawin. So, if you will ask me, gusto ko ba yung course ko as a nurse? The answer is no. Sabi ko nga, magpupulis na lang ako, wag lang mag-nurse, diba? Alright, pero I managed to graduate as magna cum laude. So, matalino ba ako? Siguro, pero more na ako sa masipag. Masipag, tsaka recognition-driven ako. And more so with rewards-driven. So, bakit rewards-driven? Saan yung rewards dyan? Bukod sa akyat ka ng stage, may medal ka, may plaque ka, and so on. Kasi at that time when I was in college, yung grades naming magkakapatid, kino-compute ng tatay ko yan. So, accountant talaga. Kino-compute niya. And of course, kino-convert into commissions. Hindi, kino-convert into monetary value. So, yun. So, pag 91 and above yung grades, yan. Binabayaran ng tatay ko yan. Pag 90, wala, quits daw. Pero pag 89 below, anong gagawin? Dideduct yan. Ibig sabihin kami yung magbabayad. Salary deduction, hindi. Allowance deduction. So, matalino, hindi. Kailangan ko lang talagang mag-aral and taasan yung grades ko para at least, 'di ba, may sideline na ako nung college pa lang ako. And syempre, ayun, I was also exposed to a job na, pero prior ako magtrabaho as a nurse, nagtrabaho muna ako ng 2 trabaho na hindi related to my course. So, yan, nag-work ako sa isang accountancy firm, yan, and yun was an accountancy firm ng tatay ko, alright? So, parang weird na parang ito ka pa accountancy, hindi ko pinagpatuloy, nag-shift ako to nursing, pero yung first job ko sa accountancy firm din. And mahirap pala talaga pag yung boss mo, tatay mo. Bakit? Kasi nasa work ka, lahat ng, alam mo yun, kung 8 to 5 yung shift, no, 6 o'clock dapat andun na ako. Bakit andun na ako? Kasi nasa akin yung susi, okay, ng opisina. Tapos, hindi ako makakauwi ng 5. Mga 6 p.m. pa ako makakauwi kasi ako yung magko-close ng opisina. So, ano yung work ko doon? Security guard. Security guard ako ng tatay ko. So, nag-resign ako and I transferred to a BPO company. Meron ba dito mga nag-work sa call center? So, I also work in a call center. Meron ba dito? If nakapag-work ka sa call center, can you type 2? Yan. I think meron tayo, yan. Alright, so, syempre, pag call center, ayan, night shifts talaga. So, parang, yun yung point na parang sinabi ko, nakakapagod pala talaga magtrabaho. Ang gusto ko na lang talaga is dumating na yung result ng board exam and then, yun, I was exposed to na the reality na ng trabaho as a nurse talaga. So, nung dumating yung result ng board exam, I shifted na and of course, nag-apply ako ng trabaho. Pero nakalimutan ko, in our profession pala, alam niya ng mga nurses, hindi ka kaagad-agad ma-hire. Ayan. Kailangan mo munang mag-volunteer. Ano ibig sabihin volunteer? Siyempre, magtatrabaho ka ng walang bayad. Alright. So, you work for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week without pay. And siyempre, minsan, pag gusto mo din ma-hire ka na, kailangan mag-overtime ka. Alam mo yung papakitang gilas ka din doon. And siyempre, doon ko din nakita talaga ang reality of being in a job. And at that time, I was 23-year-old, inisip ko sa sarili ko, ano kaya yung success? How can I be successful in this field? There is a possibility, yes, but siguro it will take time. It will take a lot of money. Kasi syempre, kailangan ko talagang mag-abroad. I will have to, by that time, no, kailangan namin ng millions to land on a good paying job abroad. And syempre, walang ganon yung family namin. So, syempre, iniisip ko, no, sabi ko sa tatay ko, tama ba talaga yung, ano, tama ba talaga itong ginagawa ko, na bakit ako andito sa hospital, and nag-work ako, and syempre, it also dawned on me yung reality. And at that time din, that same time din that I was working in the hospital, doon din na-introduce sa akin yung Usana. So, paano na-introduce sa akin yung Usana? Siguro most of you guys were introduced through an online meeting. Sino ba dito yung napresentahan via Zoom? Can you type Zoom? Yung mga napresentahan via Zoom, meron ba? Alright. Ako naman sa old system pa, wala pang online that time. So ano yung old system? Yung sa coffee shop, alright. Pero unlike some people, na-invite kayo for a cup of coffee, ako hindi, okay? It just so happened, andyan ako sa coffee shop na yan, for people who have been to Bacolod. Yan, I'm sure kilala niyo yung Cafe Bob. So nakaupo ako dyan, inaantay ko lang yung father ko kasi sasabay ako sa kanyang umuwi. And at one table, andun yung mga kasama ko din sa hospital, ng mga nurses din. So sabi nila, Kla, wala ka bang kasama? Sabi ko, wala. Sali ka sa amin dito. So nakaladkad lang po ako sa table nila and napresentahan ako. And grabe talaga, it was that meeting na it also changed my life talaga. So, ako yan yung may arrow, no? Sabi ko, grabe, hindi man lang, parang half lang ng mukha ko yung pinicturan. Siguro sabi ng nung nagpicture, hindi interesado tong babaeng to, wag na natin isahin sa picture. Alright, so, yung direct sponsor po namin is yan, yung naka-green, Mentor Ryan Dondoyano, also an Emerald Director right now. Pero ang nag-present dyan ng marketing plan and nag-close talaga sa amin is syempre isa talaga sa mga taong nilulook up ko din, and also one of the people talaga na tumutulong din sa amin from the day we started, from day 1 until now, and that is no other than our Mentor Edward Recalde. Actually, kasama niya dyan si Mentor Osang eh. And at that time, no, just like most of you, syempre, nagustuhan mo yung presentation, nagustuhan mo yung business, pero andun yung point na parang, kaya ko bang gawin ito? Kaya ko bang maging successful in this type of business din? Pero, syempre, kung yung reality mo is this, if this is your reality, magiging choosy ka pa ba? Di ba? Pipili ka pa ba? Andyan na yung opportunity sa harap mo, di ba? And andun yung point na parang, who knows? Baka, 'di ba? And yun, we just made the decision to try because ang sabi ko nga sa boyfriend ko, Mentor Denver Brusela, sabi ko sa kanya, parang ang pangit naman na ang liit-liit na ng sahod natin, alam naman natin na kinukulang tayo tapos hindi pa tayo dadagdag. Because at that time, we were only earning yan. Ito talaga net take-home pay ko yan. Actual pay slip ko yan. 1,734 pesos for 15 days. And sabi ko pa sa tatay ko, nako, paalisin mo na yung helper natin, katulong natin sa bahay. Sabi niya, bakit naman? Anong problema mo sa katulong? Sabi ko, ako na lang maglalaba, ako na mamamalansya, ako na lahat ng gagawa. Tapos yung sahod niya, bigay mo na lang sa akin. So that was really the time na parang andun ka sa point na naghahanap ka talaga ng additional income, even at a young age, kasi alam mo, kulang talaga. And iniisip mo, okay, I wanna be successful, pero am I in the right opportunity ba? Alright? So, pero since andyan na yung Usana, parang na-awaken yung idea na if it was possible for people like Mentor Edward, if it was possible for other mentors and uplines, sabi ko, siguro, pwede namang mangyari din sa amin. Parehas naman kami na may ilong, may mata, di ba? So, nasa gawa na lang yun. And also, it will also start with how you think. Kung naniniwala ka ba talaga na kaya mong maging successful. So, as I start, no, what really ano ba yung naging parang driving force ko to really be successful in this business, to really give it my all out in our Usana business? Kasi there are a lot of newbies dito, no, na minsan sumasali tayo because we want to use the products, gusto natin ng discount. Now, there's really nothing wrong with that. Pero minsan, wala tayo ng fuel eh. Walang nagda-drive sa atin, walang nagpupush sa atin why we wanna be successful. So, bakit important yung fuel for success? Because your fuel for success, that will also help you fast track to change your mindset about success. Alright? So, in my case, yan, ito yung fuel ko for success, my family. Siguro lahat naman tayo, no, may pamilya. Yan. So, fuel ko for success, my family. I came from a family na masasabi kong hindi mahirap. Pero at yung na-provide naman sa amin nung parents ko, lalo ng dad ko, yung lahat ng mga kailangan namin. Pero alam mo yun, andun ka pa din sa point na parang ayaw mo maging dependent. So kasi yung upbringing sa amin, once you graduate, kailangan, hindi ka na nanghihingi ng allowance. Ayan, hindi pwedeng care of daddy, hindi pwedeng care of mommy. So when I started my Usana business, that was also the exact year when my family migrated to the US. So umalis sila kasama yung mga younger siblings ko. Ang natira dito sa Pilipinas is ako and older siblings ko ng mga family na. So yun, sabi ko siguro, I can do my Usana business. Tapos try ko lang. Parang hindi ko inisip talaga yung success. Hindi ko inisip kahit yung goal director nga. Sabi ko lang may additional akong 5,000 a month, okay na ako. Because at that time, andun yung point, andun yung mindset na pag may relative ka abroad, feeling mo pag may emergency, pag may kailangan ka, andyan sila to support, to just give. Magpadala lang para sa'yo. Diba? So I'm sure nakaka-relate dyan people who are working abroad or for those na may mga kakilalang nagtatrabaho or relatives working abroad. But in my case, it was the opposite. It was the opposite. No? So 2 years na silang nasa abroad. Ako 2 years na din sa USANA. Pero never akong nakatanggap ng pera. Number one, dahil hindi naman talaga ako humihingi.
Yes, oo, na ano, baka naghang lang, no, ang ating, let us just wait for a few minutes, no, until makabalik yung ating speaker this evening. So baka kailangan mag-restart ni Clarissa. Ayan, so ganun talaga pag live, no? Ganun talaga pag live. Meron tayong mga technical difficulties, most especially sa mga current signal ngayon ng ating mga internet. Ayan. So, it's okay. She will be back, no? She will be back. Definitely, she will be back. And, alright, so, sino ba sa inyo ngayon ang nakaka-relate dun sa kwento, no, ng ating speaker this evening? Can you please type, no? Can you please share your kung sino nakarelate? Ayan, grabe, kala ko po artista yung speaker. Ayan, Gerard, no? Gerard Rosal, kala artista. So, maraming nakaka-relate, no? A lot of our associates can really relate, no, to the experience of our speaker this evening. Maraming mga medical, parang connected to the medical field, nurse, no? And so, there are a lot of lessons that they've learned. Ayan. So, maraming changes, of course. Maraming realization, maraming changes sila maraming changes, no, when they joined USANA. So, definitely, lahat ng mga stories ng ating associates, ng speakers natin, nakaka-inspire. Ayan. So, let me just let me just check if our speaker is already in. Ayan, gagawin natin siyang co-host. Yan, si Cedric OFW relate sa akin. Ayan. Wait lang, let me just check kung nandito na ang ating speaker. Hopefully makabalik agad because her topic is really very interesting, no? Sayang. Yan, she's back. Ayan, hi Clarissa.
Hi, ma'am. All right, sorry.
Yes, you're back.
Ayan, so grabe
It's okay, ganun talaga. So,
yeah, anyway, I can go back na to my
okay,
slide.
so you may continue with your presentation, Cla.
Yeah, thank you po. Can you clearly hear me po?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, di na lang ako mag-open ng camera para at least mas sure ako sa connection ko. All right. Thank you. And where was I? Yun, fuel for success. Yan. So, just like most of you guys, yung fuel ko for success is also my family din. Pero babalik doon ako sa slide na, di ba I showed the picture of my family? Can you see my screen na ba? Yan, can you see it? Can you see me?
Yes,
All right. Thank you. So, babalik ako dito. And yan, my fuel for success is actually my family, no? So, very important that you have a fuel or a drive for success kasi it will also push you to really be fast in changing your mindset about success. So, unlike most people who are used to having relatives abroad, sending them money here in the Philippines, in my case, it was the other way around. So, bakit? Because in my case, I had to make sure I'm really earning big in USANA because ako yung nagpapadala ng pera dun sa US. So, alam niya ng mga tao sa MoneyGram station here in Bacolod. In fact, the very first time I sent money, it took them 2 hours to process. Sabi ko naman, bakit ang tagal mag-process? Yun pala, they were used to na yung pinaprocess nila is yung mga nagpapadala ng pera is from the US or from abroad going to the Philippines. So, in my case naman, yan, hindi lang mga birthdays, but in random weeks, no? Lalo namang nung start ng pandemic, it was me really sending money when, especially nung nag-stop na mag-work yung dad ko, at least to make sure that he's fine and he's okay. So, ito talaga is a totally different story yung sa akin. No? So, sabi ko, if ako kumikita na ako ng maliit dito in this business, and I don't have the drive, I don't have the mindset to really succeed in this business, magkano lang naman ba ang pwede kong ipadala? Eh, lalo naman, syempre, ang ipapadala mo, hindi naman peso, di ba? Ang ipapadala mo dollar. So, kailangan talaga, parang it was an awakening on my part na to really make sure na maayos yung mindset ko, na kailangan maging successful ako kasi at the end of the day, hindi lang naman ako magbe-benefit, kundi yung family ko din. Alright? And syempre, kami din ni Mentor Denver. So, our next 10 years and so on. Kasi, one thing talaga na gusto namin and ayaw din namin mangyari, no? One thing na gusto namin is, of course, in the next 10 years, hindi namin magiging problema yung pera. Alright? Because I've seen a lot of families, I've seen a lot of relationships broken because of money. And sabi ko, if ngayon pa lang, no, na mag-boyfriend pa lang tayo, make sure that maging successful talaga tayo dito. At least man lang, there will come a time kung mag-aaway man tayo, pag-aawayan natin, kung saan natin, gagastusin yung income natin. No? Alam mo yun, ayaw namin darating yung point na like most marriages na nasisira because ang problema is pera. Ang problema is money. Ayan. So, ngayon as I start, ito po yung mga na-achieve ko na in USANA. And of course, God's grace, lahat talaga yan. Because alam ko sa sarili ko, without God's grace, hindi talaga namin makukuha lahat to. And syempre, it all started with the idea na gusto mong kunin isang bagay. So for people right here, meron bang nagra-run dito ng PPPS? Meron bang nagra-run ng PPPS? If ikaw yun, can you type PPPS? Yan, kasi yun yung mga very first achievement namin in USANA. So if ikaw nagra-run ka ng PPPS, ang pinaka first step talaga is to believe na kaya mong kunin. Kasi kung sa simula pa lang, sinasabi mo na sa sarili mo na hindi mo kaya, mahirap, wala na kung time, ay 2 weeks na lang, ay 1 week na lang, ay bukas yung deadline. Pag sa mindset mo pa lang mali na, pag dun pa lang di ka naniniwala, paano mo hit yung PPPS? Paano pa yung mga travel incentives? And all of these incentive trips that we got in USANA, ang pinakamagandang part nun is nakukuha namin because number one, right from the start, iniisip mo na kaya mong kunin, gusto mong kunin, and pwede mong kunin. Pero kung sa simula pa lang, like kanina, ang daming fina-flash ni Ma'am Michelle na mga travel incentives, kung habang fina-flash niya, iniisip mo na, ay parang di ko kaya yan, ay alam mo yon, para kang singer, parang di ko yata kaya. So hindi pwedeng ganun. Kailangan simula pa lang, iniisip mo na kaya mong gawin and be ready to take on the challenge of really doing it and go hitting the trips and the rank. So, yan, as you can see, may space pa sa baba. Yan. Bakit may space dyan, Mentor Kla? Yan. Kasi that is my way of telling myself, Kla, kailangan mong i-fill into this year. Kailangan may dagdag dito, be it in the form of rank, di ba? Be it in the form of travels din. Lahat ng mga achievements and mga growth. So, yan, it's also a way to tell you guys that mindset will start not from anybody else. Actually, it will not start with the training. It will start with you. So, ngayon, ito yung last part ng kwento ko, still my deepest why, still my fuel for success. So, yan, picture yan ng papa ko. Parang ako yung female version niya. And ako yan when I was in grade school. Parang recognition rights yata namin yan. So, bakit still my deepest why? Because last year, September, my dad passed away. So, syempre, nakakalungkot talaga yun, lalo na for a person like me na very, very close to my dad. And yan nga, sabi ko sa sarili ko, if people think that they have so much time that they delay success. Na alam mo yun, kahit yung pag-start mo lang to think about success, dinidelay nila. If they think they have so much time because they are young, believe me, we don't have so much time. Kasi maybe tayo bata pa, pero yung relatives natin, yung family natin, yung parents natin, yung reason why we wanna be successful, hindi na bata. Alright? And if ikaw naman, you're at the point na hindi ka naman na bata, mas lalo kailangan hindi i-delay yung pag-develop ng success mindset natin. Alright? So, ngayon, syempre, Mentor Kla, if you will ask me, no, Mentor Kla, why do you still have that drive to really develop yourself into be a successful entrepreneur? The answer is, because number one, yung papa ko, lagi niyang sinasabi sa akin na nakikita niya ako talagang maging successful. And syempre, the past years that I've been achieving things in USANA, be it in rewards or recognitions or rank advancements or basically na lang sa result that we have, no, kasi syempre alam ng tatay ko yun kasi kami yung nagpapadala ng pera sa kanya. Alam mo yun, nakaka proud sa sarili when you hear your dad, a person you look up to, a person na iniidolo mo, tell you, anak, I'm really very proud of you. Parang hindi ako natatakot dahil andyan ka. So, if you are here and you have parents, no, make them proud, make them proud. And if this is the stepping stone, your change of mindset, yun na yung start. So, why not make it a decision to start it tonight? So, yung tanong ko sa inyo, bago yung training proper is, why do you want to be successful in the first place? Ano ba yung magdadrive sa iyo to be successful in the first place? Yan, you can type it in the chat box. Alright? So, first things first, number 1, yan, understand that mindset are subconsciously driving 90% of everything we do. So, sino yung nagsabi niyan? Ang nagsabi niyan is the author of Success Mindsets book, Ryan Gottfredson. So, ang sabi niya, what we put into our mind, no? So, yung paano tayo mag-isip, yun pala yung nagda-drive ng 90% of our actions. So, kung alam mo, there are people in you sana, you know, no, na sa mind pa lang nila, iniisip na hindi nila kaya, yung activity level nila mababa din. Kasi iniisip na, hindi ko naman mahihit yan, hindi ko naman ma-achieve. So yun yung inviting nila, parang mellow din. So for example, for people na nagra-run for certain ranks, gusto mo mag-director, mag-silver director, mag-gold, mag-ruby, mag-emerald, and in my case, mag-diamond, no? Kung sa simula pa lang, di ako naniniwala na kaya kong mag-diamond, di rin ako magtatrabaho ng pang-diamond. Kaya kailangan talaga, sabi ko sa sarili ko, since ito yung topic ko tonight, kailangan mag-diamond na talaga ako. Kasi syempre, naniniwala ako na kaya kong mag-diamond. Kailangan lang dagdagan ng activity level. Pero kung sa isip mo, hindi ka naniniwala, wala ding activity. Alright? Number 2, we must realize daw that as we improve our mindsets, we will be able to unlock greater success in our life and in our business. So, pag na-improve yung mindset natin, you will meet a lot of people successful, not only in USANA, but in different fields, no? Ang common sa kanila is kung paano sila mag-isip. How they think. They think big, they think about success, they think about hitting goals. Hindi nila iniisip na, alam mo yun, nakakalungkot if negosyante ka, nagtayo ka ng business, tapos iniisip mo simula pa lang, paano kaya ako matatalo sa negosyong ito? Di ba? Parang pangit naman pag ganun. Di ba? Lahat naman tayo nagsa-start, ang iniisip natin, paano kaya tayo maging successful in this business? And number 3, ito, developing a success mindset has to be intentional. Kailangan sinasadya yan. Hindi pwedeng kung may time ka lang, hindi pwedeng, for example, may mga opportunity to develop your success mindset in terms of trainings, meeting a mentor, ganyan. Hindi mo sinasadya, alam mo yun, you don't make it intentional because at the end, iniisip mo lang, naku, may-learn ko din yan gradually. Pero if you can speed up development of your success mindset, you can also speed up your success. Kaya sabi ko nga, bakit there are a lot of people hitting the ranks ng sobrang bibilis? Bukod sa trabaho, ano bang mas naunang na-develop sa kanila? Bukod sa hataw, ano bang mas naunang na-develop sa kanila? Siyempre, how they think about mindset, how they think about success, and how they think also about the business. So ito nga sabi, every next level of your life will demand a different you. So meron ba dito gusto nang mag-level up in their business, mag-rank advance, mag-hit ng goals, mag-hit ng travel incentives? If that is you, can you type me? If ikaw yon? Ayan. Yun. Pero ang sabi dito, ito yung sabi dito it will demand a different you. Alright? So, yung taong sumali sa USANA, para ma-hit mo yung PPPS mo, kailangan may pagbabago. Para ma-hit mo yung director rank mo, kailangan may pagbabago. Para ma-hit mo yung silver, yung gold, yung mga travel incentives, yung Maldives, yung Tokyo, lahat ng travels, yung AP growth, it will demand a different you. Kailangan may magbago. So, ano bang unang magbabago muna? Siyempre, how we think. So, sabi nga, one of the coaches na alam ko talaga iniidolo din natin. Ako din, personally, I look up to Coach Jopet Pedroso. Ang sabi niya, success formula, very simple lang. Goals plus plan plus action equals success. Kaya lang, if you don't have success mindset, pag gino-goal set ka, iba yung iniisip mo. Ang iniisip mo, pressure. Ang iniisip mo, hindi mo kaya. Tapos yung plan mo, yung action plan mo, hindi din geared towards the goal. And yung action mo, mas lalo na. So it will all start with how you think. Kaya very important ang topic na tonight. And syempre, I will just leave practical tips on how to develop success mindsets. These are just simple tips na maybe some of you narinig nyo na to, pero it is just a way to remind you guys na very important for us to really intentionally develop ourselves in terms of mindset. So number one, overcome your personal mental blocks. Yan. So ano yung mga mental blocks? Sabi daw, we all have our own self-limiting beliefs. Yan. May mga limiting beliefs tayo that hold us back from realizing our full potential. So all of us have full potential. May mga potential tayo in terms of the business, in terms of growing, in terms of leading an organization, in terms of advancing or hitting the titles or hitting the travel incentives. Kaya lang minsan, ano ba yung nauuna? Inuunahan din ng utak natin na hindi natin kaya. And most of these mental blocks are created in our childhood. Yan. Nung mga bata pa tayo, sino bang mga tao that we're exposed to? Ano bang laging sinasabi sa atin? And very important then what you also feed your mind. So what movies you watch, what books you read, very important yan. Because that will feed your mind, and what you feed your mind, yun ang lagi mong naiisip. Alright? And yun din will dictate your actions then. So what's important actually is not what other people tell you. Kasi hindi mo yan control. You know what's very important? What you accept as reality, as your reality. Maybe some of you, sinabihan na, hindi mo kaya yan. Ikaw, mag-USANA, mag-Google Director, hindi mo kaya yan. There are a lot of people, no, sabi nga natin, maraming mga maraming tawag ng dream stealers around. Minsan, people close to you. Yan, yung didictate sa'yo ng mental blocks mo. But the good news is, you know what the good news is? You want to know the good news? You are in control. You are in control of what you want to accept. Alright? So that is number one. Alright, are you learning, guys? Yan, so meron dyan, I embrace change. It's all about mindset. Number two, to develop your success mindset. Yun, change your language. Very important to. And I know, madami tayo na guilty with this, no? Sa language natin, the words that we use, how we talk, yan. So very important din yung language natin. Sabi nga, you can catch a fish through its mouth. Kung anong lagi niyang sinasabi. It is actually a direct reflection of how you think. Okay, so kanino ba i-watch out mo na language na to? Siyempre, sa sarili mong language, sarili mong words, but, yan, what do you always tell yourself ba? Minsan pala, wala namang nagdi-discourage sa'yo outside USANA. Ikaw na mismo, yung sinasabi mo sarili mo na hindi mo kaya. So, you have to be very particular with the words, with what you tell yourself. Okay? And number two, what do you always tell others? Yan, baka kasi nahihirapan ka din to also hit your targets, to also be successful in this business, kasi ramdam ng prospect mo na feeling mo hindi ka magsasucceed. Yan, so nasasabi mo na parang feeling ko hindi ko nga kaya to parang ang hirap-hirap. So kung sa'yo mismo nang gagaling, syempre ramdam din yan ng people around us. Pero you know what, very important yung words that we say. You know why? Because bago yan marinig ng iba, ang unang nakakarinig, ikaw mismo. Ang unang nakakarinig, yung subconscious mo. So there are a lot of people, alam mo yun, nakakalungkot to realize na yung dream stealer pala nila, hindi yung relatives nila na negative, hindi yung prospects nila na negative, yung dream stealers pala nila, yung dream stealer nila, sarili nila. Kasi, alam mo yun, they always fit themselves na hindi nila kaya and they cannot make it. So it's really very important, no, na alam niyo yun, you take note, you always be particular with what you say. Alright, number three, guilty ako dito. And I'm still in the process of improving then in this part. So, siguro Mentor Denver can say that na sobrang laki na ng improvement ko, lalo na when we really started in the business and also sa relationship namin. Kasi ako talaga si Miss Complaints. Yan, so alam na alam ko yung mga tao na very grabe mag-complain kasi naaamoy ko sila. Kasi ako din dati ganyan. Alright, stop complaining. So when you complain, you make yourself the victim. Di ba parang nakakalungkot? Ginawa mong biktima yung sarili mo if you complain. Kasi what's really sad about complaining, it's like telling yourself that you're not in control, na wala kang magagawa. Wala kang magagawa, so kaya ka nagko-complain. So sabi nga dito, never waste a second of your life complaining. Alright? Complaining doesn't solve problems. It actually attracts them. So yan, kailangan be very particular then about complaints, no? The more you complain, the more problems you'll have, and the more you infect other people with your problems. Don't be an infection. Lalo pa ngayon may COVID. So, wag na nating dagdagan yung infection, no? Kailangan, we should be the cure. So sabi dito, anong summary nito? Complaints daw is just a waste of time. So instead, if you wanna really be successful, if you wanna really develop the success mindset, kailangan you focus on solutions. Alright? Kasi wala namang problema na walang solution. So sabi ni Maya Angelou, if you don't like something, change it. If you can change it, change your attitude. Don't complain. So what kaya, so it will also reflect no yung mindset natin about success. Kasi minsan, the reason why people complain, alam mo yun, if there are people na nagko-complain, ang reason why they complain, because they want to make sure na, alam mo yun, dahil hindi nila hit yung goals, they put the blame on somebody else. And nakakalungkot yun kasi until when that you pass the ball to somebody, if you pass the ball to another person, talagang hindi mo masushoot yan. Pero if you are in charge of the ball, pag yung bola na sa'yo, pwede mong i-shoot yan. Kung hindi man talaga na-shoot ngayon, pwede bukas, pwede next week, pwede next month. What's important is, when you stop complaining, nasa sayo yung bola. Ibig sabihin, you can take control of the success that you want in your business and in your life. Number 4, find a mentor. So if you are here and hindi mo na kailangang maghanap ng mentor kasi may mentor ka na, you are so blessed. Because you know why? Outside USANA, when you want to start a business, napakahirap maghanap ng mentor. In fact, you have to pay a lot, no, for somebody to be your consultant, for somebody to help you and guide you in the business. And syempre, sabi nga, it's not just enough to have a mentor na hihingan mo ng parang professional help in terms of the business. Yan, hindi enough yun. We have to put ourselves in situations where we can build real relationships with our senior business leaders or our mentors and our coaches. Alright, so bakit kailangan natin ng mentor? Because these people, nasa right mindset na sila about success. Okay? So this will be the people who will guide us para silang compass. Sabi nga 'di ba, in success, parang it's moving from where you are to where you want to be. So paano ka makakaalis kung saan ka ngayon kung wala kang compass, walang magaguide? And what best compass there is in this business is a mentor na narating na ang gusto mo palang puntahan. Yung mentor na living the life that you still want to live pa lang, na na-achieve na yung gusto mong ma-achieve pa lang. Now, if you are here and alam mo sa sarili mo, you have mentors na naga-hands-on, naga-guide sa you, can you thank them kahit sa chat box? Or if you can message them personally and thank them, be grateful, no? Because sa totoo lang, they are not obliged. Hindi sila, alam mo yon, you are not paying for them. Ang maganda lang naman, no, ang mga appliance mentors natin, people in this industry in USANA na nagsasucceed na, who are really earning big already, alam nyo, andun yung initiative nila to really help us na, alam mo yun, lalo na yung mga bago, nagsa-start, and even kami who are already, alam mo kahit paano may na-achieve na, we have mentors na andyan lagi to not only support and guide us, but alam mo yun, more than just the business, yung kahit personal life namin, nag-guide na kami. So I'm really very grateful, of course, to Mentor Duard and Mentor Osang Recalde. They are the people talaga na, kumbaga, nilook up namin. And sila talaga yung alam mo yun, people na kaya kaming diretsuhin. So if you have a mentor na dinidiretso ka, tinuturuan ka, especially in terms of mindset, in terms of how you do the business, be very, very thankful, be very, very grateful sa kanila. So yan, sila Mentor Duard, Mentor Osang. What I really appreciate the most about them is dinidiretso kami nila for one reason, because they don't want us to fail. And of course, alam mo yun, mag-waste kami ng oras namin into doing something na hindi naman nakakatulong sa business namin. And syempre, may personal mentor din, of course, Mentor Rio and Mentor Marlene Gomez, na talagang hands-on sa amin. Alam mo yun, they are really, alam mo yun, things na pwede naman ang hindi na nila gawin, they can just focus on their other lines, pero andyan pa din to guide us, to support us, to help us. And even to the point of, alam mo yun, magsasacrifice sila ng time nila. And these people, very valuable sa kanilang oras nila, pero they are giving us time, no, sa mga one-on-one sessions namin, and even to talk sa mga associates namin, mga business partners din namin. So, ngayon, if you are here, wala ka pang mentor, I'm sure andyan lang everywhere. Maybe ikaw din kasi yung lumalayo, alright? Or you didn't have the initiative to approach or ask for help. So, ang maganda niyan, ngayon, alam mo na very important ito. Kaya, alam mo nang gagawin after the training. Number 5, ito, last few slides na lang. Surround yourself with people that match this mindset. So, sabi nga, di ba, ito, madaming guilty dito. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, very important, no, for you to develop your success mindset. Sino ba ang lagi mong kasama? Sino ba ang lagi mong kausap? Yan. Kasi how they think, how they act, how they view success, what they are doing to lead them to success, usually, yun din yung nakakopy mo. Yun din yung nagagawa mo din. So, if you are not hitting the targets and hitting the ranks, maybe it's about time to check on the people na you are, alam mo yun, you are always with. maybe mas marami ka pa kasing oras. I'm still here. Can you still hear me po?
Yes,
Ay, thank you po.
Clarissa.
Alright. Yan.
Loud
So,
and clear po.
thank you. All right. So, very important, no, yung environment natin. Sino yung mga lagi nating kasama? Sino yung mga lagi nating kausap? So, it's about time to start hanging out with people who are successful and have the success mindset. So, wag kang mahihiya. Kasi pag ang lagi mong kausap negative, ang lagi mong kausap kontento na, alam mo yon, masaya na sa $100, yan. So, kaya hindi ka nakakaalis din sa $100. So, ako talaga, sorry, medyo diretso ako magsalita, pero syempre, didiretsuin ko talaga kayo because this is very important. And don't worry, kasi ang una ko ding sinasabihan, sarili ko din. So, di ba sabi ko kanina, pag may sinasabi ka, ang unang nakakadinig, sarili mo rin. So, it is easier daw to adapt a new mindset. Syempre, may transition tayo lalo na pagbago ka in the business, di ba? May transition tayo. It's easier to adapt a new mindset when you see that this mindset is already working for other people. So kung paano mag-isip yung mga uplines natin, mga $1 million club members, mga diamond directors, yun yung reason, yun yung starting point why they are where they are right now. So it's easier for you to follow the same kasi nakikita mo kung sila nagkakaresulta with that. Ibig sabihin, kaya mo ding simulan sa mindset, how you think, how you view about success, and about this business din for you to also be led to where they are right now. Number 6, yan, treat failure as a learning opportunity. So now in your journey in this business in USANA, hindi all the time mahihit mo lahat ng bagay, okay? There are really times na, palpak, alam mo yun, may mga ganun talaga. But don't be disheartened, yan, don't be disheartened. Instead, you should develop a mindset that views failure as an experience to learn from, alright? Kailangan, learning experience yan. When you look at failure, don't look at it as the end result. Kasi diba, ang end result nating lahat is success. So, ibig sabihin, if nasa failure ka pa lang, hindi pa yan yung end result. Alright? So, by reframing failure, you'll find it easier to take risks and do it all again. This time, learning from your experience. So, for people na nagtatry to hit targets, to hit goals, tapos hindi nahihit, nakakalungkot naman na dahil lang for one thing, for one failure, hindi mo na pinagpatuloy. You just don't know what's in store for you kung pinagpatuloy mo. And ako lagi kong sinasabi sa sarili ko, every time I experience failure, ang lagi kong tinatanong sa sarili ko, what if this is just a test? What if this failure, your reaction, your mindset about failure is just a test to make sure na ready ka na for success. Kasi hindi naman yan ibibigay agad-agad Kung hindi ka ready, hindi ibibigay yan. Now, what if yung last week mo na hindi mo na-hit na goal, tapos ngayon nag-iisip ka, para ba talaga ako sa USANA, magiging successful ba talaga ako dito? What if instead of thinking that way, isipin mo, what if test lang yun? This week, I'll do better. Kung ano yung hindi ko nagawa last week na kailangan kong gawin, this week gagawin ko. Kung ano yung mga hindi ko dapat gawin last week, kailangan hindi ko gagawin yun this week. So you learn out of the failures, no? Kasi very important talaga yan, alright? Sabi nga ni Gilbert Keith Chesterton, how you think when you lose determines how long it will be until you win. So at that time na nasa adversity ka, na lagi kong naririnig kay Mentor Ranel kahapon, I think na-mention din yung term na resilience, mental toughness, very important talaga yan. So at times that you are down, at times na failed yung target that you hit, no? Mindset is where the rubber meets the road talaga. Sabi nga, it's where the rubber meets the road. Pag sinabing it's where the rubber meets the road, it will dictate kung magsistay ka ba dyan or you will move forward and really move on to where you want to be in your USANA business. Number 7, last 2, go for bigger goals. Yan. So, how can going for bigger goals help you develop a success mindset? Na fast forward. Alright, how can going for bigger goals help you develop success mindset? So, sabi nga, think little goals and expect little achievements. Think big goals and win big success. Kasi if you focus on small goals only, lalo na alam mo yun, hindi ka naman na 1 week in USANA or 1 month lang in USANA, lalo na pag tumatagal na tayo in the business, it's about time to think about bigger goals. And alam mo yun, when you think about bigger goals, nakikita mo kasi, you start to visualize na pwede mong makuha yun. And the moment you visualize and realize that you are going to hit that bigger goal, now you are all the more excited. All the more mas na-develop yung mindset mo na kaya mong maging successful. And sabi ko nga minsan, sinasabi ko din sa mga associates ko, it's really good to be consistent. Pero wag naman sobrang tagal na consistent. Kasi ako, na-guilty ako dyan. For 3 years, kaming masyadong naging consistent. No, consistent, kumikita ka nga ng malaki, pero masyado ka naman consistent doon. It's about time to grow, and tomorrow we'll learn about that, how to develop naman growth mindset. Pero that is also one reason why, if you want to be successful and develop success mindset, you have to go for big goals. And of course, last but not the least, jump out of your comfort zone. Yan, maraming guilty dito. Alam mo yun, there are a lot of people na ang laki ng potential. Pero the reason why they're stuck, the reason why hindi nalalabas yung potential, because ayaw lumabas sa comfort zone. Meron bang guilty? Yan. So how do you go about this? Kasi if you go out of your comfort zone, dun din parang it is your mental exercise. 'Di ba? Parang yung mind natin, 'di ba yung katawan natin may muscles. Yung mind natin may muscles din. So ngayon, if you wanna grow develop your success mindset, kailangan na exercise din yung mind natin. Kaya one way to exercise is to jump out of your comfort zone. Ibig sabihin, you have to create habits. You have to create habits that support your mindset change. Hindi pwedeng ngayon iniisip mo talaga magiging successful ako, gusto ko nang maging gold director, mag-diamond director, kailangan yung mga ini-income ng mga mentors ko, i-incomein ko din yan. Pero bukas, wala ka namang activities, wala kang invite. Alam mo yun, hindi tumutugma. So, kailangan nakakonect yun, because as you create activities that support your mindset, all the more, nagde-develop pa all the more yung mindset mo for success. And syempre yan, sabi as I end, no, everything begins inside your mind. Lahat nagsisimula sa utak natin. Sabi nga nila, everything is created twice. Yung pinaka-first is sa utak mo muna. So whatever results we have right now, sorry to say, it is actually the result of what you are thinking. So kung ngayon pa lang iniisip mo na kaya mong mag-rank advance this year, kaya mong mag-travel incentives this year, kaya mong 2 ranks this year, kaya mong mag-grow this year, believe me, kaya yan. But also, the real test na na-develop yung success mindset mo is how you act on the things you are thinking. Diba? Kasi pag sinabi mong ganyan na yung mindset mo pero hindi lumalabas sa actions mo, hindi talaga totoong mindset yon. Alright? The only proof na na-develop talaga yung mindset mo is how you work on your goals this week, next month, the following month, 3 months from now, the entire year. Sabi nga ni Mentor Ranel kagabi, 156 years, 156 weeks, yan. So, kailangan it will also reflect. Yan. So, new mindset, new results. Because what's in between, your new actions, your new skills din na develop kasi nabago na yung mindset. So I hope you learned from our session tonight, and grabe, I'm really overwhelmed, no, na yung topic natin tonight, more than me sharing it to you, more than me discussing it to you, ang una talagang tinatamaan, ang una talagang may impact yung topic natin tonight, no, is ako mismo sa sarili ko. So, as I end, be ready for your success. So, paano masasabing ready ka for your success? Number 1, you believe it. You work for it. And you go get it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Usana Corporate, and to everybody who's in the Zoom room. I hope you learned a lot, and God bless everyone.
Thank you very much, Clarissa. No, that was really a very this evening was really a very important, no, yung ating learning experience, no. If there's anything, no, ano yung key takeaways nyo, guys, who are in this call, no? Can you please type 1 kung ano yung mga naging na-learn nyo sa ating training this evening. Ayan, I'd like to see kung ano yung mga natutunan nyo ngayong gabi. Yan, so yan, maraming very active, no? Very active yung ating chat. Go for bigger goals. Ayan. So we really don't, napakabilis. Ayan, so, ayan, nakikita natin sa chat group natin, lahat ng mga key takeaways ninyo, no? Thank you very much, no? Talagang real mindset is really very powerful, no? And as what our speaker for tonight really mentioned, no, that it is mindset really starts within you, and you have to believe it. Okay? So, kailangan yung mindset natin is always, no, alam natin that the mindset is always connected to success. And this is really very important sa ating Usana business. All right? So, I hope no? Whatever you learn tonight, you will apply. Marami tayong na-learn, marami tayong realizations. And I hope tomorrow when we go outside and do our USANA business, we meet our prospects, we meet our business partners, i-apply natin everything that we have learned. All right? So thank you very much sa inyong lahat and hope to see you again tomorrow for another discussion about mindset by our Ruby director, Ann Bumiltak. So maraming salamat po and have a great evening everyone. Thank you. Bye sa inyo. Thank you, Cla.